the hell was that about? My game feed wasn't doing the one thing it was supposed to do. And strangely enough, also, when the game booted up, it was only in this little corner of the screen. Like, of my monitor. There, like, it was full screen. Like, the entire window was there. Like, this other space was just, like, blackness. And then, just right there. Oh. That was weird. I don't know what the hell that was all about. We're gonna go back to letting this game continue to kick my ass. Why? Because why the fuck not? I want to finish this game. And it's not even about like doing all the bosses at this point. I want to be done. Seems about right for where I left off. All the days for everything to kind of kick off and leave me not right in the head. Of course it had to be today. Couldn't be yesterday. Yesterday would have been a great time for me to get bad news. Because I was in a relatively good mood. Now I'm not. And when I'm not in a good mood and I get bad news, it feels like a spiral, basically. Oh, the best way I can describe that feeling. Part of me is contemplating and has contemplated booting up the game off stream and grinding out golden the Sunbro medallions. I could turn those in for miracles, but really don't think that there's any spells that are going to fix my main problem. My main problem being that I'm bad. I thank you for that. This game is really going overboard to like try and fuck me. I had 2 sword rolls already and 1 boss attempt. Look at that. That right there is a sword roll. I'm probably after I die this time, I'm gonna see if they like if it's something that I can like essentially like is this something that like I'm doing wrong, or is it a performance issue? Like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. With. Yeah. I need to see.
If you like.
Doesn't help that I ate way too much food today as well. Like right before stream, shoving Chipotle down my fucking throat, but. Alright, we're gonna look into saved rolls. So let's read what this has to say. In Dark Souls 1, there was a system I particularly hated where if you hit the dodge button, again during a roll, you'd instantly roll again after the first one is done. This combined with only being able to roll in 4 directions while locked on led to a lot of needless deaths from Dark Souls 1. Stored rolls were still in Bloodborne, so I'm assuming they will be in Dark Souls 2 as well. Dark Souls had a command queue bugs, though, that aren't present in other games. Sometimes it would store a roll until you finished a combo. Yeah, that, like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Is what is with rolling in this game? Rolls refuse to come out. People have stated it's the game. It's because the game won't let you roll until you release the circle or B button. That's not the case, though. Like, what I'm dealing with is I press the button, nothing happens, I get hit, and then my character rolls. There's a lot of, there's a lot of links and information, like, pointing to it being an issue, but there's no, like, this right here is, roll queuing needs to stop because it makes you do rolls when you don't want to do them. When I'm fighting a boss, trying to dodge an attack, sometimes I'm too late, roll, and I get hit. Fair enough. Yes. Usually, I know the combos, so I know that I need to wait a couple moments and roll again, different direction. But because of roll queuing, my character immediately rolls after staggering, throwing off the timing, allow the boss to auto, and yeah. And, you know, obviously, one of the first responses to this is maybe you need to stop spamming the roll button. I'm impressed you're able to tell what this person did in the past. So this Steam user apparently has a time machine. Impressive. Maybe you need to stop spamming the roll button. If you only press it when you need to, you won't have to deal with roll queuing. Think of it's not you'd spam. Yeah, it seems like this one person this person who apparently has a fucking time machine is just being a little shitlord. A bunch of other people are chiming in. It's like, and yeah, there it is. You know, a few days later, somebody calling that person what they are, a piece of shit. I'm not going to name any names in here. That's not going to do anybody any good. I'm just trying to figure out, like, is there a way to stop this? Okay, nope, it's just giving me food recommendations now. I type in, is there a way to prevent stored rolls? And and Google's like, you want French rolls? No! I want that, like, when I press circle, that happens. When I press it. Not I press it, and then the game decides that I'm going to get hit instead of actually doing this, and then it's going to do this, leading to another hit. It's the only thing that really seems to be tilting me about this game is that mechanic. If it wasn't for that mechanic, I'd be more willing to play this game and grind out these bosses. I don't mind grinding out bosses. I don't mind grinding out a lot of things. We're gonna go up here. We're going here. I don't mind grinding shit out. Rings. You have to go to New Game Plus 2. confusion, that's fine. Discovering all the covenants is fine. Where is it, though? I'm pretty sure it's... Discover, discover... 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 Discover, discover... Ah, crap. I thought... Never mind. Well, I mean, you have to grind to get the fucking spells, that's for sure. Astral sorceries, master all miracles, normal ending, learn all gestures. Yeah, the rings. I remember the rings being the last one that I did. A video that I recently watched had me believing that you my brain just completely emptied of all thought. A recent video I watched led me to believe that you had to max out all covenants. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on with this guy? I think I'm gonna go back to spamming spells. Maybe not. No, not with this guy. It doesn't help that my stomach is absolutely like ready to explode. But I started this game, I refuse to not finish it. And I just presented proof that like I can do this. If I want to do this, I can do this. It's just frustrating that it's just frustrating because it's not through a lack of, you know, I've never done this before. It's the only issue I'm having right now is I feel like I'm battling with the controls. I'm like, at this point, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I just like respec into a strength build and just go fucking full unga bunga. Thanks, game. Let's get away from there. Come on. Of course you're gonna do that. That right there, I pressed it like as I saw the attack coming down. And there. I see the attack coming. I see him telegraph it. I press the button and there. Just yeah. What? There. There we go. I really don't know what to do. This game is actively like working against me. I may end up scrapping this whole run. If I can't figure this out, I may just end up scrapping this whole run because I'm not having fun. I'm not enjoying the process of trying to beat this guy, and it's not like, oh, he's so hard. It's the game is actively working against me. 3 times in a single fight. The first time I tried him today, it happened twice. This time it happened 3 times. I know it's not the controller, because it's responding just fine now. But when I'm in that boss fight, I press the button. I press the button to roll. Hello, Caddis. Just talking about sword rolls and how they're really rotten today. So like I press the button to roll, and as I see the attack getting ready, coming in, and my character just stands there, gets hit, and then rolls, and there's nothing I can do to prevent it. And so now I'm just like, what? Why should I continue and sit here and play a game that has controls that are actively working against me? I don't see I'm literally at that point now of maybe I should scrap this run because it's like that's how it's supposed to go, but sometimes let's go off here, and then when it works properly, I don't have an okay, he's behaving weirdly. The AI is, that was my fault. I rolled too early there. Oh, Dark Souls 2, everything about Dark Souls 2, I would argue, is worse than than it is in everything else in the franchise. The hitboxes are god-awful. And that was just me. Okay, you avoid that attack by charging at him. Go. Let's get our health back. It's not an issue of I can't dodge the attacks, and I'm clearly not spamming the roll button. It's just so far all of the hits in this fight I feel are deserved. Let's get some distance. Oh god, I'm dead. Yeah.
Marks are brave, but you may rest here too, if you like.
I would say, though, that Bloodborne wasn't this bad. I went back and looked at all my parts, the part total of every other game that I've done thus far. Demon's Souls, Demon's Souls PS5. I should be very clear about that, because while they're essentially the same game in terms of content, they're not the same game. They don't play the same at all. That 30 extra frames per second that you get with the PS5 version really does drastically change how everything works and feels. But yeah, Demon's Souls, Dark Souls Remastered, Dark Souls. Oh, I didn't play Dark Souls 2 very long. I put that fucking mess in the trash where it belongs. I will pick it out of the trash and play it. But yeah, Demon's Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne. Those 3 games were all done in less than 20 parts. I'm already up to 30 parts. Part of that is because I'm also, after a while, I started chopping the segments down to 30 minutes because, I don't know too many people who want to sit and watch, 2 hours of me really doing anything. No, but like with like boss grinding and stuff like that. Who wants to sit there and like watch this for 6 hours straight? It's but it's just like, and I know there are some trolls out there who would say something like, "Oh, skill issue," and it's like, you get a skill issue and it's the game like preventing you from doing actions you're trying to do, as we can see here. I don't have an issue dodging pretty much all of his attacks. There are times where I'll time something wrong. Like there, I'm surprised I did not get hit. I've never seen him stagger like that before. Interesting. I didn't know you could stagger him. I guess maybe all bosses have a stagger threshold. There we go. Phase 2. Already seen this, and now we're gonna... Heal, heal. Shit, man. Fuck me, man.
But you may rest here too, if you like.
I really don't have another weapon that's viable at this point in time. This, or I could turn this into like it's not the weapon, because I've here I'll show you I'll show you another method that I've tried. Is that still... Wait, that's still at 8? That'd be another reason to grind out sunlight petals. Why not try both hands? I mean, I think that changes the... Well, I guess it really doesn't matter. We could go both hands. We'll go both hands and see what happens. No, fuck not. Nothing else is working. There's that stored roll. And that's the other thing that kind of gets me is when he starts like winding up an attack, then teleports, and you think, oh, I should store. Oh no, that was just bad timing on my part. What the fuck, man? Fuck off. Or like... Jesus Christ! Oh, great. Thanks, sword rolls. Thank you. I'm so glad you exist to fuck my life up.
This spot marks our grave, but you may rest here too, if you like.
I honestly don't know what to do other than to fucking nuke this from YouTube and nuke it from fucking Twitch and not play, just fucking scrap the run. I'm at that point now. I feel like I'm at that point where I just need to say this is not worth it, and put this game in the, it can join Dark Souls 2 in the trash. I don't know what else. Well, we're gonna do this with the shield out. We're gonna... I mean, you're observing the same thing that I'm observing, so at this point, I'm open to suggestions. I really don't know where a good soul farm would be. I can go to what I know, which is Anno Londo. Actually, wait a second. Well, yeah, and yeah, that. Please don't waste any place, please. That's why I had to grind the covenants. Oh my god, for the spells. Somebody's saying do multiplayer to farm sunlight metals. I know where the... Christ. Okay. I guess we're fucking going to Lothric. There we go. Yay. We'll go right back to where we were. I need to basically what I need to do is I need to get souls.